I'd like to know why you might want to use a custom LLM when there are so many sort of standard LLMs out there.
Yeah, that's a good question. Initially, when I started to design my own technology, the origins is I was looking for answers using for instance, Google search, OpenAI, GPT, search boxes on various websites, company websites like Wikipedia or Wolfram Alpha. And I noticed that a lot of the results that I was getting were targeted to non-expert, to what I would call the common man. So it would be difficult to find specialized references or focus on topics that are more technical. It really required either multiple prompts if using a tool like GPT or quite some time by using all the search tools, Google or Bing or these search engines. So that was what started the idea of creating a LLM from scratch. Then the other part was that most of these tools, they use neural networks. The training can be difficult, it takes time, lots of GPU. I've read also that they're using billions of weights or tokens that needs to be optimized during the training in particular. There can be latency issues. And I was wondering if it's possible to design something that went much faster and that potentially could offer better results. And by better, I'm not saying here that my LLM is better compared to everything else. It's better in specific context. Like, for instance, professional, busy users who want concise, precise, advanced answers to their prompts. So that's what I've focused on. Initially, actually, I crawled Wolfram corpus. So Wolfram is probably one of the best websites that covers all mathematics you can find on the internet. And so even without a neural network, actually. And I was surprised I was getting answers to my question that were, to me, much more useful than I would get from any other sources, even from the Wolfram search box on its website, or even if I do a Google search and I ask Google, I'm looking for results only on Wolfram, I got much better results from what I've been doing. Over time, I got a few Fortune 100 customers that were interested in what I was doing. And then it became more and more clear about the benefits of my rather simple architecture. So just to put some context, initially I focused on a specialized, simple LLM that would focus on one top category, which was, in that case, statistics and probability, was just focused on that, which is one of the 15 top categories on the Wolfram website. The Wolfram website covers all the mathematics, some computer sciences as well. It's not that comprehensive on statistics, need to be augmented, but that's something we can talk about later. So it started with one I would call sub-LLM. And then, for instance, the Wolfram website, like I said, there's 15 categories. Calculus is another one. Number theory is another one. So you could create 15 different sub-LLMs, then have a system on top of it that managed all the LLMs. So one of my clients actually invented, coined the word LLM router to manage those LLM. You might have heard words like mixture of experts, multi-agent systems that are related to this idea of managing these different LLMs. Also, what I wanted to do is not just return a very wordy, long English sentences to the user, but concise bullet points, different sections. One section would be URLs, links or references. Another section would be related concepts. Another section could be synonyms or definitions, stuff like that. And for each of them, offering the user a relevancy score for each of the items being returned, so that by allowing the user to play with some of the parameters, it could see, how it impacts the relevancy score, what's the order in which things are returned, up to the point that two different users could, with the same prompt, could get two different results if they use different sets of hyperparameters. But to get back to these clients, ABI actually is one of them. So InBev, is a brewery company in Brazil, which is a very big company. So some of the concerns were, we want local implementation. We are concerned about security, data leakage, and stuff like that. So that was an important thing for them. Another thing was latency. Then, although the issue was, if there is some hallucinations or stuff like that, or poor results or wrong answers, it can be a liability for them. It could end up in being sued or stuff like that. If decisions are made on wrong answers, it's a liability. And the ease of implementation, because there's no neural network, when you test it, it's much faster to enhance the system, to test new features and stuff like that. That's something they were also interested in. We mentioned other things, but that's the main arguments that I remember. What's interesting also is, so I've been improving and developing these, I call it XLLM for Extreme LLM, very fast because of that. There's many features that I've added over time, and I've seen many other, we call it competitors if you want to, but OpenAI, Meta with Llama and stuff like that, Databricks, they started to kind of copy my idea. I'm not saying that they read my documents and then they just copied. Some, yes, and probably they invented on their own as well. But I was happy to see that they do what I do, like with 3 months delay or something like that, and kind of validate what I'm doing. Was very happy with that. Like, for instance, you might have heard the concept of multi-token. I invented the word like 3 months before I saw it used by Meta. Mixture of experts. I didn't invent that word, but the concept of a multi-LLM with a number of sub-LLM, essentially, and each of them specialized, like an expert on some topic, is turned out to be called multi-expert LLM by some of the companies, just to give you an example.